One more question before we move on. And again, apologies for Jim's noise.
For my gardeners, my lawnmowers.
You brought up that Cody Rhodes signed a sign. He signed an autograph on a sign on the way out to the ring. He's not the first guy to do this in recent weeks. Not the first time he's done it. I saw Randy Orton do it the other day, of all people.
Yeah.
This is a new thing under the new management. What do you think of now in 2024 fans signing autographs, or specifically one autograph to one fan on the way to the ring, almost to just show that you're doing it, but you're showing that for a reason? What do you think of it?
Well, I never heard Vince say, "God damn it, yeah, Pat," or "God damn it, Lanza," whatever, tell him to stop signing autographs on the way to the ring. I just think that it's who, if it wasn't Cody that started doing it, who was the first one lately that started doing it? Maybe they just saw, oh, that looks good. Maybe some other guy said, I'll start doing it too. I don't know that there was any edict banning it, but especially when they've got that long aisleway to walk down and all those people are happy and screaming and jumping up and down and taking pictures and shaking the signs. If you go through all of them and ignore them, you're kind of a prick. So the baby faces that are really over have mastered the deal of, okay, I'm going to slap hands for 15 feet on this side, and then I'm going to go across and shake a couple. There's a kid with a pen. I'll grab it. You're keeping it fresh instead of just a long walk where you're ignoring these people that love you. And it brings everybody in, and people that are watching on TV go, well, wow, if I went, maybe he'd sign my sign or whatever. And the kid's like, yeah, Daddy, take me. It's Jarrett had the fabulous ones, Stan and Steve, do the old babyface deal that the baby faces in the Southern Territories used to do, long ago, is when they'd come out, instead of getting right in the ring, they'd go around the ring and shake hands with all the fans in the front row or kiss the girls or hug the babies or whatever the case may be. And that started to be remember, that was the fight between Steve Keirn and Coco Ware. Because then Coco started doing it because it got over so good. And then Keirn said, hey, that's our fucking deal. And, gimmick infringement, right? But, it brings the people in more. When you've got a guy and he's happy, he's doing whatever. Now, when it's game face and he's coming out for a grudge match, then that's different. It would be out of place. But
what do you think of the visual? And again, I don't know if you could do it today like they did in years past, a different animal, and you have security concerns and everything else, different fan base. But the visual of coming back from commercial they used to have, and in the ring, the heel would be in one corner, the baby face in the other corner with fans all on the floor holding things up for them to sign.
Oh, yeah.
We haven't seen that in so many years. Visually, how do you think that would work today?
You couldn't do it because of the ring layout, and you'd have to let people around the barricade. See, that was when I first started going to the Louisville Gardens in 1974. They had a rope around the ring, right? About 3 feet out past the apron. That's where you're not supposed to go. But everybody would stand there and take pictures as the babyface walked in, no music, and walked up the steps. And then occasionally they'd reach for something or whatever. And in some places that didn't even have a rope, that's where you see the old pictures of there's 100 kids in the corner of the ring handing the babyface pictures or the program for him to sign with a pencil while he's waiting on the ring introductions. But now, you can't just suddenly say, okay, for the next 3 minutes, everybody that wants to can come inside the fucking barricade. And there's insurance concerns and liability lawsuits. And what if little Pismo slips and falls off the apron and fractures his skull? He's 4 years old. It'll never happen like that again. But the old pictures are cool.
And again, different fan base and, like you said, different layout of the ring. But